everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm standing outside Wembley Stadium after a 1-0 loss against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. Charlie,
mate, I'm sick of coming here, losing, seeing that arch lit up in red, and 6 in a row now we've lost here. 1 win in the last 8. Like, what's going on? What's going on here? We're never going to get a better chance of winning a trophy than this afternoon, and we fucked it up. We completely blew it. This was like, it was still in Liverpool's favour, but like the kids they were bringing on, like when you looked at the two teams,
I didn't even know who half of them were, mate.
I hadn't even heard of half of them, and that's no disrespect to them, but they came on and they did a job for them, and to make so many chances and still not score any of them again. How many times are we going to say after matches, oh, we didn't take our fucking chances? The same again today. Look, we didn't play that well today. First half we were poor. Second half we were better. We had so many chances. How many times are we going to keep missing these chances? Like time and time again. Gallagher, Palmer, Sterling, and Kunku missing a chance. Like, what? How many times are we going to do this? And we're never ever getting a better chance at winning a trophy. Like, it felt like everything was aligning itself. We were playing better coming into this game. Liverpool were losing their best players to injury. That leveled the playing field somewhat, and we just didn't turn up today. We didn't turn up. It was another disgraceful Wembley performance. It's fucking unacceptable again.
When you talk about performance, does that ultimately just come down to the result? Because we talk about the chances we created. That tells you that we did enough to create the chances. We just needed the finishing touch.
Yeah, it's the same as always, mate. Look, ultimately, the performance in extra time was an absolute disgrace. That was unbelievably bad. Like the performance in the 90 wasn't horrendous, but there were large parts of it that were just dreadful, just not in the game. Sitting off, allowing Liverpool to have the ball. Giving the ball away, giving cheap fouls away in dangerous areas. The goal. How many times are we going to give away goals from set pieces? We're giving stupid fouls away in and around the box. We had a warning from a Van Dijk header earlier in the game that got ruled out. And then what happens? Pretty much a carbon copy for their goal, except this time from a corner rather than a free kick. And he's got a free header in the box. How are you letting someone of Van Dijk's quality have a free header in the fucking box? We just don't learn from our mistakes, mate. We do not learn from our mistakes. I don't know what was said at the end of the 90, because whatever it was said was probably the worst team talk of all time, if anything was said at all, because we just came out in extra time, did nothing, absolutely nothing. But despite all that, I still cannot believe how we didn't score today. And that's why, look, the manager's going to take a lot of flack, and he can absolutely take flack for what happened in extra time, but we're having a different conversation if these players put their fucking chances away. Like, when are we going to start saying that, actually, do you know what, are these guys up to level? Are some of these guys actually good enough? Like, we can't keep blaming the manager. Is it the manager's fault that we missed all those chances today? Is it?
Well, apparently, to some people, that is a mentality problem which passes on to the players. That's what it comes across as.
But it's the manager's fault that they're missing, is it? Look, I get it. You can criticise the manager, but let's not be fucking stupid here. What, it's his fault that we've missed all those chances, is it? It doesn't make sense. By all means, criticise the manager, but don't be stupid about it. Like, it's no manager's fault that we're missing fucking chance after chance after chance. What was it, Tuchel's fault when we were missing loads of chances as well? Was that his fault? I don't remember anyone saying that after the cup finals 2 years ago. Oh, it was fucking all Mount's fault. It was all Pulisic's fault for missing those chances. So why, when we've missed all these chances today, is it all Pochettino's fault? I'm not absolving him of blame, but let's be fair. It's not all his fault that we've lost today. It's not. Collectively, as a performance, we weren't good enough, players weren't good enough, and we were slack and didn't learn from our mistakes in giving up goal from set piece. And we're never going to get a better chance to win a trophy than this.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I asked Ben earlier, I said to him, when's the next time you think we'll actually compete for a trophy like this, let alone win one? And he said within the next 5 years minimum. And that just goes to show how much hope the fans have lost. And this result would have definitely turned our perspective around in terms of where we can go, but it was going to go one of two ways, and it's just flipped on its head.
Yeah, mate, it's like, this would have been a huge boost, and a massive lift for everyone associated with the football club and could have really set us up for a strong second half of the season. Now you're looking at it, it could have a detrimental effect. This could really psychologically damage us. It could, it could be a big setback. I'd say the only good thing is that we've got another chance on Wednesday to put it right straight away, rather than sitting and waiting a whole week to play. We have got another opportunity in the FA Cup, but yeah, it's a hammer blow. It is a real big blow to this young team. You felt we were starting to turn a corner with the last 3 results, and then to not be able to get this one done when we should have got this done. There were no excuses for losing today. It was inexcusable for us to lose this game today, in my opinion. It's not like Liverpool came and they outplayed us. They didn't. They weren't that great either. Both teams pretty much cancelled each other out. A couple of disallowed goals in the 90. The offside is, it's so marginal. But it's one of those, and Liverpool's one, I didn't really see the replay, but yeah, 2 goals ruled out for offside. I'm just so sick and tired of it, mate. Coming here, missing chances, and then giving up a cheap goal from a set piece. Just rinse and repeat the cycle. I don't really know what else to say about this game.
I have to say, although I don't think we should set the manager, it was Spursy, mate, to concede the way we fucking did. That is not Chelsea.
Well, no, but considering from how many times we conceded from set pieces this season? So many fucking times.
1 minute to go in a cup final, mate.
Yeah, but why are we not switched on? Why has he got? Why has someone got a free header in the fucking box with 1 minute left of extra time? Why is there a free header in the box? It's inexcusable for anyone to have a free fucking header in the box. Happened in the first half when Gakpo's header hit the base of the post. Free header in the 6-yard box. When are we going to start fucking defending properly and people picking up their men? How can you let Van Dijk have a free run and a free fucking header in the box, having already been given a warning? That is inexcusable. Inexcusable. And today, mate, just Gallagher missing chances, 2 or 3 chances, and Kunku missing chances. Sassy missing a chance where it felt like it was impossible to miss. It just came to him on the goal line. He couldn't sort himself out. That ridiculous pinball moment we had where there was 2 or 3 chances in one go. I mean, Kelleher, fair play to him in the Liverpool goal, did have a very good game today, but how we're not scoring today, it's just beyond me. I just cannot believe we haven't scored today. And if we'd won this game, I wouldn't give a fuck about the performance, because finals are not about playing well, they're about fucking winning. And, but obviously we've lost, we've not played well. Poch, having spoken well before the game and given it the big talk, I don't know what he said after the game. I haven't even looked. I don't really even want to fucking look. But we just let ourselves down again. Yeah. Again, we've let ourselves down.
So would you take any positives from it?
No. What positives are we possibly taking? What positives are there from losing a final? You come to a final to win. So how can we take any positives? Petrovic was good today. Maybe we could say that was a positive. But other than that, mate, how can you come here to Wembley against a Liverpool team that is ravaged with injuries, that's got their fucking under 18s out, or whatever it is, and how can you take any positives from losing a final? You don't get positives from losing a final. It just doesn't exist. So,
no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm really struggling today to ask questions, because I can't believe we lost. I just can't believe it.
Mate, we're cursed here. We are actually cursed here. Those Gallagher missed chances were reminiscent of the Mount missed chances from 2 years ago. How many times are we going to come here, create a lorry load of chances, fucking miss them all, and then get undone on penalties and get undone by a cheap goal and lose? That's the last 3 finals now against these. That 2 have lost on penalties and 1 lost on a cheap set piece. But ultimately, maybe it's good it didn't go to penalties. I don't fucking know. But it's just, you just feel like we're within touching distance of doing something not special, but doing something massive for the club and massive for this group of players, massive for this manager. And we just, once again, we haven't been able to get over the line. And there's going to be more questions about the manager. There's going to be more questions about this group of players. There's going to be more questions about this ownership. And that's not going to go away for the rest of the season.
Yeah. How much longer do you give Poch? Because you're not Poch out.
I don't really know what the solution is, because people can say, sack him now, right? Who comes in? Does an interim do any better? People just don't want to see. Do they not want to see the manager? It's never as easy as just get rid of the manager. But this is another big cross against his name today. He could have really won over a lot of fans back today that were against him by winning this cup final, and we've come up short. We shouldn't have lost that game. We should have performed a lot better. And I don't know. Like, for me, I think we've got to a point now where making a change doesn't really make any difference right now, in my opinion. I think you just wait. You just part ways in the summer. What's the point in changing now? What? 12 games, 12, 13 games left. There's no point. We saw it last time with Lampard. They sacked Potter too late. It was pointless. You might as well have left him into the end of the season. I think you just leave Poch to the end of the season. You part ways in the summer because you're not going to get anyone you want now. And you can start your search now and then replace him at the end of the season. Like, if we don't win the FA Cup or if we just don't get any European football, then yeah, I think a parting of the ways is inevitable. But I just don't think sacking him now achieves anything. But I understand why people would want him gone. But as I said earlier, I don't think he can't be 100% blamed for today. Sure, he can be blamed, but the players have got to take responsibility as well for those missed chances and not being up for it and just dropping off in extra time. The performance was terrible. I don't know, mate. We just lacked urgency today. Lacked urgency. We were lazy in extra time, particularly. Slow start to the game, giving up a lot of chances. Slow start to the second half. Fucking awful in extra time, as I said. Like, I don't know, mate. It's just so depressing. It's so depressing. Like,
it's not me. I have to hear this about 5 times from different people.
It's not just losing here. It's not just losing a final, but it's losing to these again. 3 in a row now. 3 in a row. And you have to say 3 pretty even games. Undone by fine margins. Set piece goal, fine margins today. But once again, we're on the wrong end of fine margins at Wembley. It is what it is, mate. Back to the drawing board. Maybe we can get back here in the FA Cup potentially. A couple of wins away, maybe, from being back here in a semi-final. But to be honest, I don't want to fucking come back here. We're cursed here. We're cursed. And yeah, today was just an abysmal, disgraceful performance. But yeah, we try and rebuild on Wednesday against Leeds in the Cup. We need a response there at Stamford Bridge. Am I confident we'll get one? Not really, but we'll have to see. We're going to find out a lot about this group of players now on Wednesday and this manager, whether we've got that fight and that desire in us to show a response. Because yeah, today's going to hit everyone hard. We've got to pick ourselves up and try and go again and try and finish strong to the season. But yeah, as I said at the top, mate, we're never going to get a better chance of winning a trophy than this one.
Hi guys, I hope you're doing very well. This video is sponsored by Match Bingo. Match Bingo is an easy way of having fun when it comes to betting on the football. Now, think of bingo, but without numbers. So rather than having 10, 12, 5, you would have corners, yellow cards, and goals, for example. And that would be an example of a line. Now, you can win up to £175 each game with Match Bingo. There are some games you can win more, and spend is only capped at £2. All right, so if you're worried about not playing responsibly, this is probably a good game for you. I do just want to give these guys a little bit of appreciation as well, because 35% of the money they make actually goes to the Stroke Association, which is really, really good, to be fair. I don't know many companies that do that. Let me know what you guys think. Click the link in the description and make sure you're over 18 as well.